Do you need some new gym gear and want to give back to the community at the same time? Aperio Athletics has you covered with 5% of all profits going towards the Canadian Mental Health Association. Sign up for their rewards program and receive $5 off your next order. Use code JUNGLE15 to get 15% off your first order. I got this brand new hoodie sent to me from Aperio Athletics and I am absolutely loving it. I've been wearing it every single day. The quality is incredible, very nice and warm. It's perfect. And yeah, I'm just absolutely loving it. They sent me a shirt too, also very nice and breathable material. It's very high quality stuff. So thanks to Joel over at Aperio Athletics for that. And visit the Aperio Athletics online store at aperioathletics.com to claim the benefits and rewards waiting for you. Be sure to follow them on Instagram and TikTok at aperio_athletics to be the first to know of all the latest product releases and exclusive offers.
Pretty unbelievable weekend. As I'm sure most people listening know, our really good buddy Abram Wiebe, we had him on the pod last year in the summer, made his NHL debut. Well, not only he signed, first of all, signed his first NHL contract, 2-year, $950K, not too bad, and played his first NHL game on Saturday. And I was fortunate enough to get the heads up so that I was able to plan and get a ticket. And me, my dad, and our good buddy Braden Grease, who obviously also grew up playing with Joe, Abram, and I on the T-Birds as well. So we made the trip down, and it was just incredible. Like one of just the coolest days of my life, man. Like, and I don't know if people haven't heard us talk about Abram before, like just the best dude in the world, like the nicest person you'll ever meet. Just such an incredible guy. And yeah, so we dude, like, so the game's at 4. So we were like, okay, we want to be at the rink for 2 so that we can be front glass for his rookie lap, obviously, right?
So leave at
So
what, 11:30?
no, dude, we left at like 8:30 in the morning.
What the fuck?
And then we
Okay,
we
never
got
mind.
to we got to or no, we already left at 9, and then we got to Seattle at about 12:30. And we're like, all right, let's go. Our plan was just to get lunch and then go to the game. So we find this bar near the rink, and we go in, and it's pretty dead. Like, I assume it just opened, and the host is like, "Oh, we don't have a server yet, or we don't have a server available," is what she said. So you guys can come sit at the bar if you want. So we're like, all right, like whatever. We'll just go grab a bite, kill some time, have a couple beers, and we go up to the bar, and they're like, "Okay, sorry guys, I gotta go find the washroom." And this was a huge bar. Like, this place was massive. And so there was like a staircase I see. So I'm like, oh, maybe the washrooms are down there. So I go around the corner and walk towards the staircase. And all of a sudden I see like a big group of people, like clearly like a reserved area for a huge party of people. And I walk down, and all of a sudden I see Abram's 2 brothers pointing at me going like, what? And it was Abram's entire family watch party. So there was about 50, 60, well, at the bar, there's probably about 40 or 50 of them.
That's
And
awesome. That's
obviously,
unbelievable.
like, I had no idea. And as I walk up, I guess they were like filming a video, and then all of a sudden I just hear Abram, Abram, Abram. They were all just like chanting it for a video. And then so I obviously went back, grabbed my dad in Greece, and we went over. And
Hung
only
out?
Abram's brothers had seen me. And then we go down, and Reg and Tamara saw us, and Tamara came flying over and just gave us all hugs.
Giving you a hug and everything? Yeah,
Yeah.
that's great.
Because Abram told me to like reach out to his dad so that we could, like, I don't know, like see them before the game and stuff. But I think Reg probably got 10 million texts the night before the game, right? So yeah, but it ended up where like we just happened to run into them, and obviously we didn't want to crash it, but they were pretty insistent on us staying, so we ended up getting to stay and hang out and meet all of Abram's relatives. Just it was. I mean, obviously I know all his siblings and family, most of his family, and all that. But it was so cool. Like, just the energy from them. Like, they were all just. I've never seen a happier group of people in my life. And like, obviously, like we know it takes a village, and like I'm sure every single person there had an impact on Abram's career in some way. Like, the journey he's made, Joe, he's, I believe, the second '03 born player from BC to play in the NHL after Logan Stanko.
Who's from that one? Stank Owen? Wow.
So growing up, it's like Stankoven and Wong. Abram doesn't even make the fucking BC Cup. Gets like one dub camp invite, like undrafted, no interest, and he's the second fucking kid from our age group in BC to play in the show. Maybe I'm missing a guy that's played a game or two, and I mean Abram's only played 2 games, but still, like it's just absolutely incredible, like to see, and yeah, just a great day. And then so we hung out there for I don't know, hour and a half, and then a Hockey Night in Canada guy comes in and starts like taking photos and videos for a feature. And I don't know if they played it in the game we were at, but they played it on the TV when I was watching last night when they were playing against Utah. Big win for them. Abram looked really good last night.
That's great.
And then, so obviously end up going to the game, sitting at the front glass, just waiting. And finally he comes out for the rookie lap. And that was genuinely like just the coolest fucking moment of my life. Like it is so surreal watching your buddy. Like there's really no words. And like you see his you're like, obviously his family was right on the glass too. So you see his family and just it was just so incredible, man. And it's funny, man. Like I thought he was like he looked big out there. Like on his rookie lap, I was like, he looks huge. And like I know he's obviously like he is big now, but I just didn't realize it was like I thought, you think NHL players and you think of your buddy, and it's like you don't really expect him to blend in, but
I don't really expect him to to blend
physically,
in that well.
he blended right in. And obviously, dude, like it's his first NHL game. Obviously, it's not going to go perfect. He wasn't on for any goals against. No goals against.
Was he in the box?
He had a holding penalty. Yeah. And we were saying he must be having a stroke in the box right now. Like,
who coaches the Flames right now?
I believe it's Adam Huska. Is it Adam? His last name's Huska for sure.
It would have been cool if it was like someone like iconic, like Torts or something.
Yeah. Well, Huska, I mean, that's a pretty experienced guy. I know he coached him a dub for a long time too. Like I think like against the Chilliwack Bruins, but just so cool, man. He was paired with Zane Parekh, like, and I think
how many minutes do you think he played? Do you think he get like 10 or 12 minutes?
I think he got 11 and a half, maybe, or just under 12, just under 12. Like he got given opportunity, and like, again, like first game, obviously he's going to be scared out there, like at the end of the day. But he did just fine. He didn't look super out of place by any means. And then watching the game last night against Utah, he looked like so much more comfortable. Like you could tell he's settled in now. I mean, the guy's played 2 NHL games and hasn't even had an NHL practice yet.
I know. Today's practice day probably for him.
Yeah, his first practice today probably. And like big win for them last night too. So it's nice he got to have a win. I mean, Calgary hasn't been doing a ton of that this year, but yeah, man, just such an incredible day. And then after the game too, his family was like, hey, come wait in section 4 with us. And he came out after the game and had to like speak. It's funny. He comes out and the first thing he says is he's just like, it's so fast. And then awesome. Man, he was like, there were 60 people there that he had to greet. So he just kind of like, I mean, he did the bet. Like he said, like hugged every single person there, greeted every person there, like said, thank you for coming. Like it was nice to get to see him.
That must be so cool, dude.
So cool. But then it's also like, he was like, I gotta go, guys. I gotta go. I gotta get on the bus. Like, and you know how Abram is with like being on time for shit, right? So he was probably, but it's funny. Like, I gotta go. And he's like, they're like, no, we gotta take a picture. Like, and then it's like, it's funny because you see Abram like all nervous to like get back into the room and on the bus. And then in the section next to us, Zane Parekh was up there, I assume, talking to family or friends or something. And he's just like laying back, just like shooting the shit, like clearly
completely fine,
not in a rush.
Been there before.
But dude, he is so nasty. What a fun player to watch. He's going to be unreal, Parekh. Like
Zane Parekh too?
Yeah, he's sick.
Imagine a Parekh Wiebe lineup coming up here.
That's been the pair so far, dude. And I mean, obviously Parekh plays way more minutes, so he's like kind of getting different, but that's Abram's partner most of the time.
Abram's got to make the show next year, but still completely skipped the AHL, which was amazing.
Yeah,
like realistically, right in the NHL.
Yeah, realistically, here, I'm sure he spends time in the minors next year, whether it's at the start of the season or maybe he gets a few games and then goes down. But like, I don't think he'll be there the whole year next year. I'm sure he gets opportunity, and then hopefully I would say the following year, he can solidify himself as a full-time player, kind of like how Gage did a bit.
Because
same thing, Gage was a bit older as a rookie too, right? So
does this Does this year burn a year
It
for his
does.
contract?
It does, but he's going to be in the NHL for a full 2 weeks, Joe. So he gets 2 weeks of that
Get this check.
950K plus the
Get this
signing
big
bonus.
check. Big check.
Yeah, that's just so crazy to think about, dude.
That's awesome.
It's going to make more than I make in a year in 2 weeks. Like,
Crazy.
but
Especially
you,
signing. I wonder what his signing bonus was. I'll
yeah.
actually probably ask him.
Oh, we'll definitely ask him at some point. But at the same time, dude, I guarantee you, like, obviously the money's nice, but he probably doesn't give a shit about the money, bro. Like all that guy is focused on is playing hockey. Like he plays the game because he loves it. He's not out there trying to make a buck. So that's part of why he's been so successful. He's not a materialistic guy at all. But
No.
yeah, so cool. I'm just so proud and so excited for him. When he texted me, dude, he was just like, "Hey, what are you doing this weekend?" Like all like casual. Obviously I knew it was, you can kind of tell, but I was like tearing up when he texted me, man. I just couldn't believe it. So just Abram, you're the best.
I wonder if he'll go
so
and
proud of you, buddy.
I wonder if he'll go and play with the AHL team for their playoff run.
Yeah, I don't know how their AHL team's done this year.
Works.
I probably should have checked that. No, I'm sure if they're still in, they'll send them down.
Get him to play a couple more pro games there. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, exactly.
Watch him in fucking Abbotsford.
Yeah, that's what I kind of like.
Awesome.
I wouldn't, obviously I want him to make the NHL ASAP, but it'd be pretty sick for him to play in Abbey a few times. Like that would be so, because they must play each other all the time.
Be really funny, dude.
Yeah, man. But yeah, so that's 10 minutes of just talking about how incredible Abram is.
How proud we are, the kid.
Yeah.
I mean, I played with him a little bit more than you did, and I'm just like blown away by how quickly it's happened. Like it feels like just a couple days ago that we were fucking playing on Fraser Valley together. Like, and then COVID came, and then this guy jumps Chilliwack, and it's like, see you later.
And then like how quick it's all happened. Like, and the fact like he gets knocked out of like obviously North Dakota, tough loss to Wisconsin in the semifinals. Tyson Dick from Abbotsford on Wisconsin. Shout out Tyson Dick for making it to the finals. Good for him. That's a guy I played with a little bit growing up too.
I played with him on my third year, Fraser Valley. So.
Oh, of course, yeah. That's much more recent.
Yeah, COVID year was canceled, but he was still there. So
yeah,
shout out Dicker. But yeah, no, for Abram, like just to think back to those Pee Wee championships that we won with him, and then
Bantam.
See this guy's in the show now. It's pretty crazy.
Back to back.
Yeah, the Bantam one too.
Back to back Tier 3 provincial champion Abram Wiebe to the show.
Yeah, literally.
So
carried by Ethan.
Yeah.
That one goal that he tucked in the fucking final there.
Ethan Self and Gavin Gill with the goals in that one. Shout out to those boys.
Yeah, in a packed barn.
Oh,
but yeah, no,
that was so cool.
That was all time. That was good. I'm just proud of him. Proud of and his whole family's probably so fired up for him and everything. And
it was
like you said, just not people to care about the money at all, just more care about the experience and the life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like obviously this guy's gonna get paid, but it's still crazy to see, crazy to hear about, and I wish I could have been there.
Well, Tamara
was texting me to come.
Yeah, Tamara came up to me and was like, "Oh, it's so sad Joe couldn't be here," and I was like, "Oh, I know, like, fuck, man." But you'll get to see him at some point, obviously.
Yeah. His sister was reaching out to me, so and like his family as well, like all wanted me there, and then it's good to hear that they actually mentioned me there too.
Oh yeah.
But it's good it's also like just a testament to who they are, like by including you and keeping you there and stuff.
Yeah, man. Like we accidentally crashed it, like, and then they did everything they could to make us feel a part of it. So it was pretty nice of them. Yeah,
it was awesome. So very proud of that, and proud of the kids. So all the hard work's paying off here.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get to see him in the summer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, we will for sure. I mean, he's usually he's in North Dakota training all summer, so he'll be back this year. So I'm sure we'll get to just hang out, hopefully golf once or twice, and just be nice to actually see him for a while this year. I was in New Zealand last year too when he was back, so I never even saw him once.
Yeah, you'll get a new experience going to Calgary camp instead of Vegas camp this year.
Yeah,
so
true.
Maybe he'll be there, but no, it's awesome for him. Very proud. But Owen, back to the junior hockey. I mean, we don't really have much to talk about when it comes to both series were sweeps in the KI. So the finals haven't even started yet. They started this Friday.
Yeah. So yeah, literally nothing has happened in junior hockey since we since we last recorded. Little bit on the rumor front, I guess. I've heard a little bit more about, we mentioned last episode a BC team hosting the Centennial Cup. I said I wasn't sure what league or what team. It's a PJ team, Joe.
That's awesome.
I'm not gonna say the team because I'm not, again, like, this might not happen. This is just they're trying to host it.
Yeah.
So that'll be very, very interesting to see how that plays out. But yeah, obviously don't want to say who it is and potentially cause any trouble, because this would be incredible if we got the Cent Cup in BC. And Joe, like, let's mention our interview we did yesterday quick, because that was one of my favorite interviews we've ever done. Like, how fun was that? And how awesome was it hearing their perspectives matching up with every single thing we've been preaching?
Yeah, three of the members of the current Battleford North Stars who are in I believe they're playing tonight, Owen, against Yorkton.
Game 6 tonight against Yorkton. Yeah, they're up 3-2 in the series, so good luck to those guys.
Just great perspective on kind of growing up through hockey and experiencing this shift in the way that things have, kind of the stuff me and Owen have reported on but not kind of lived through. And just interesting to hear their perspective on how everything has changed since those guys were 16, because both those guys, did all three of them jump to junior when they could?
Yeah, so let's probably mention who they are quick. So Adam Konowalchuk, he was on the Ridge Meadows Flames when he was 16. He played for the Coquitlam Express for a bit. Kerry Park last year in the VI, and now in Battleford, obviously. And then Kobe Sawyer was on Victoria as a 16-year-old. And then I think went back to Major Midget for a year, he said, and then made the jump to Battleford as well. So he's been there a couple of years. And then Caden Serpa, he was Campbell Rivers goalie last year. Gold, I think he was on Golden the year before. I don't think he'd made the jump at 16 though. I think he came to Golden when he was 18, because he's a 20. The other guys are both a year younger. But yeah, though, all three of them unreal guys, and yeah, like they had all played in at least two of the three leagues we covered. Like, it was the perfect mix. It was like one PJVI, one KIVI, one straight VI, and then BCHL and SJ experience too. So really cool. And sorry, Joe, like you were saying, some really good perspective.
Yeah, really good perspective to hear about how everything's changed, everything's kind of affected them, and how they're, settling down in Battleford now in a real sanctioned league and having a shot at Cent Cup this year, which is really cool.
Yeah, man. So stay tuned for that interview. Like just those, first of all, like, they were absolute beauties, like such funny guys. And then we had probably, it's funny, we were talking about with the fact we might release an episode of the technical difficulties, because we had about 20 minutes of technical difficulties that we're going to be cutting out, and most of it was hilarious watching these three guys trying to figure
out this their phone, because their phone kept overheating when the phone kept overheating when they're recording with us, so they had it propped up, and then all of a sudden they started sounding like robots, and then they had to take the phone, but the phone's so close up, it's like Serpa's like this,
with his missing tooth,
with his missing tooth, and it's just like fuck. But no, it was a great interview. It was really entertaining. Check it out. When is it going to get posted on? Has it been posted yet?
No, so this will we recorded that yesterday. We're recording this on it's Monday, so this episode that we're recording right now will be out tomorrow, and then that interview should be out Thursday.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, so stay tuned for that one. Really good one. And like we were saying, we talked a lot to them about independent hockey, making it clear, like they, without being prompted, brought up a lot of the things Joe and I have kind of been preaching, like a pathway for BC kids. They all say they love Battleford, but ideally there would be a CJHL league in BC, right? So, and like same thing, they said, yeah, you want like an AJSJ clone, which is exactly what you said. So again, well, listen to the interview. Really, like, it wasn't just about their careers. It was a really good discussion about kind of the state of BC hockey and the CJHL right now. So, Yeah, man, I really I don't know what else to talk about for junior hockey, dude. Oh no, we gotta mention Finn Wilson, dude. We talked about him and how good he was in the playoffs last episode, but we didn't mention his finals MVP numbers. Or sorry, he got playoff MVP, but his numbers in the finals, Joe, I've never seen anything like that before.
Wasn't it like he stopped like 125 of 129 shots or something ridiculous?
Yeah, I can't remember. I don't remember how many exactly. He faced 185 shots in 5 games and had a 972 save percentage with 2 shutouts.
That's nuts.
So I think that's what he probably allowed 5 goals in 5 games, maybe 6. Just ridiculous numbers. So very deserving of that VI playoff MVP. I finally got around to posting all the PJ and VI 3 stars of a series. The KI ones will be released throughout the rest of this week. I'm not as worried about it because it's not done. And then another thing while we just mentioned the VI polls, I sent them out a long time ago and I just haven't had time to consolidate them and get it ready yet. So those will hopefully be out on an episode next week, maybe the week after, depending on how the KI finals is going. But yeah, we'll get that out. And then PJ polls, I just posted on my story that requesting guys message me. So please message me for the PJ polls, tier 1 and tier 2. They're separate. So message me, get the link, get it in your team group chat. And because I would love to have a super high response rate like we did last year. These polls have gone so well. So I really just want to keep that going. Would have been nice to be on top of it sooner, but it's just been such an insanely busy last 2-3 weeks. So we're getting back on it. So yeah, make sure to answer those polls and stay tuned for the VI ones because the KI ones went so well again this year. It was a lot of fun to do.
It was awesome.
Yeah,
probably one of my favorite things we do, actually.
Yeah, for sure. Joe, another thing, we've talked quite a bit about the senior hockey. And we mentioned that the Koi Cup was happening March 31st. We never mentioned what happened. So the Dawson Creek Canucks, they were the hosts, actually ended up winning the tournament. I believe Rossland, Powell River, and Quesnel were the other teams. So shout out to the Dawson Creek Canucks senior AA. When I say senior A, I just mean like A. Like I don't mean single A. I just mean, you know how you say junior A, right? You don't say junior triple A, right?
Yeah.
So that's when I say senior A, I don't mean, I'm not calling it single A. That's just, it's senior double A technically. So yeah, man, obviously I think like the senior hockey market's so untapped and the junior hockey stuff, like the local stuff is going well. So I think we're going to cover more senior because people when we talk senior hockey or post senior hockey, it gets insane engagement. So people clearly there's clearly an interest for it. So I think we're going to keep working into that more over the next couple of years.
Talk about the Icebreakers, talk about the Quesnel Kangaroos, talk about fucking the Regals too.
Yes, sir. Exactly, man. Well, yeah, we'll talk about all of it a little bit. Like they're like we've said, they're all so filled with alumni from the leagues we cover too. So it honestly makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
As for some other interviews, we're going to be interviewing Dalton Toma of the Langley Trappers to talk about their insane playoff run, taking down Chilliwack in 5, Richmond in 7. Obviously fell short in the finals, but what a season from them. Really excited to hear what he's got to say. And then, Joe, we got Zach LaGrange and Matthew Canduso from the Ridge Meadows Flames as well have agreed to do an interview. So we have some, and we're getting some Victoria boys too from the VI champion Victoria Cougars. So we're
a little harder to find, but you got the Ridge connection.
Yeah. So, the Ridge one was I think I just directly. Oh no, I asked Blatzy for his recommendations for who he thinks I should ask, and he said Canduso LaGrange, and they agreed. So not sure 100% when we're doing all these interviews, but they're agreed upon. I'm pretty confident that we're going to be able to get them done. And then again, like we do have some other interviews we're kind of working on or planning out behind the scenes. And then I think the plan will kind of be to get most of the junior hockey style interviews done probably by the end of May. And then in the summer, try and get some more of the big boys on for interviews that we can kind of leverage some connections and get some bigger guests for you guys in the summer. Not that we're not going to, if there's rumors and stuff, we're still going to talk junior hockey and everything. And we'll still probably have junior guys on. Because there's guys who didn't want to do it during the season this year that we'd still like to sit down with, especially a couple of KI guys actually.
Yeah.
And then obviously we'll get the KI champions on too when they win that. So lots coming down the pipeline. Some really really good interviews. I'm excited for. And yeah, dude. I besides getting into the NHL here, I think we're pretty much wrapped up.
We're good to
for
go.
That. Oh, Marcus Jack too. He said he's going to come on as well.
Okay, sick.
That'll be a fun one. He's a beauty.
Well, Ovi declined the
He did
the handshake the other night. So what does that mean?
I just think it means he's well, first of all, Washington can still Pittsburgh just let Washington beat them twice so that they can try to play them in the first round. If Philly loses today, Washington could take that spot. Yeah. Philly plays Carolina today. That's not an easy win.
It's a tough game. Well, so, Carolina already clinched the division, so
and
maybe they'll
be. And they have a massive lead. Like they got nothing really to play for. And then I think Philly's next game is Montreal, though, who's fighting to win the Atlantic.
That's yeah.
So Philly needs 2 points in 2 games for a guaranteed win. I think they have all the tiebreakers. They can lose in overtime twice. They can win once. They just need 2 points. Washington, Columbus, I think, are the only other teams still in the mix.
West is a joke.
Yeah, sorry.
Looks like the Ducks are going to take that 3rd spot in the Pacific. And then, no. Looks like the Ducks are going to take that wild card spot. Sorry, that's what I meant to say.
What, have the Kings passed them?
No, the Ducks are 3 points up.
Yeah, so
Kings have a game in hand, though.
Yeah, but the Ducks, so yeah, okay, yeah.
And I said the Ducks are going to take probably the last playoff spot. That's what I was saying.
Right. Sorry, I get you. Yeah, let me pull up the standings and we'll just go with the East and then dive into the West. So the Ottawa Senators as well, like, I think they had a 9% chance of making the playoffs in January and they clinched
up.
So Ottawa's in. Boston obviously clinched a while ago. Both Ottawa and Boston have one game left. Sorry?
The Wings, too. They're just getting booed off the ice. That's what I was going to say.
I'm excited to rip into the Wings in a second here.
Owen hates Stevie Y.
Don't say that. I think he's a terrible GM. I love Stevie Y. I love Steve Yzerman. I just think
your favorite thing to do is to rip him, though.
Because it just doesn't make sense to me. It's not my favorite thing to do. Joe, I made quite a few preseason takes this year about the NHL that were really accurate. Do you remember I said my long shot
Habs Cup, dude?
You remember that was a good one too, but you remember I said my long shot pick for a playoffs? I said I don't think it'll happen, but if I had to make a hot take, Buffalo makes the playoffs. I said that real early. I said that when
my hot take.
What else did I say? I had Ottawa making it. I said I don't believe in Detroit at all, and they're going to fall off. I said that all year. Detroit's going to fall off. I said the Islanders are going to fall off. I had the Penguins making the playoffs. I said Washington is going to pull a Vancouver Canucks, be one of the best teams, and then fall out. Like, I had a few pretty good takes here. My worst take was having the Devils being good, but that was just injuries. They were good until Jack Hughes cut his hand at that Chicago restaurant.
Freak accident, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so it's looking like, Buffalo, Tampa, Montreal, any of those teams could still win the Atlantic. Buffalo has the best points percentage and the best odds to do so. But we'll see what happens there. And then obviously whoever doesn't win the division, the 2 teams will play each other in the first round. Boston and Ottawa, both within Boston's 1 point ahead, both have 1 game left. So whoever obviously finishes ahead, wildcard 1, the other's wildcard 2. It's funny that those are clinched because 3 in the Metro isn't. The Penguins clinched the 2 seed. Fucking rights they did. Philly, like we were just saying, looks like they got it. But Washington and Columbus, more so Washington, but Columbus still technically could make it as well. Joe, do you think Philly ends up getting this done based on having to play Carolina and Montreal?
I really want Washington to get in.
Yes. I wish nothing more. I really do want that. It's just going to be tough.
I really do want that. It is going to be tough. Washington, it's must win for Washington. They got to win. They're going to finish on, 95 points?
Yep.
And they just got to pray the Flyers go 0-2.
Yep.
Even a 1-0-1 finish for the Flyers will get it done. Or
no.
1-0.
1-1. Yeah, Philly needs 2.
I think if a team deserves it, it's probably Washington, but Philly's gonna fucking talk it ball.
I know.
It's just boring. They're just gonna get what worked by fucking Carolina. Is it? No, it's Penguins.
No, the winner plays Pittsburgh, and I think Pittsburgh dummies whoever they play, but
yeah, I don't think anyone's really going to compete with. Maybe it might be closer than we might think. I don't know.
Oh, I don't think it's going to be a sweep or anything. I just think I feel pretty comfortable as a Penguins fan with whoever our first round opponent is.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Well, Joe, I guess.
So that means.
Sorry.
Just to finish out the East.
Yeah.
The Sabres and the Canadiens are kind of battling to see who's going to play the Lightning in the first round, which is a tough matchup.
Yeah. I mean, Tampa. If Tampa wins out, they could still technically win that division too.
Yeah, they'll be on 108. Sabres will be on 108. And Tampa Bay I think they have the best goal difference in the East, if not the league.
Yes, they do. The only team with a better one is Colorado.
Yeah. Yeah, just interesting. I don't know, just interesting to hear. We'll see what happens here everyone knows what happens in the NHL, so we'll see what happens here up next in the West, though. Owen, is it set? No, it's not all. Set.
The West still has 2 spots open. It's funny, same as in the East. One of the wild card spots is clinched, but in the Pacific, the 3 seed isn't clinched, and the wild card 2 isn't clinched. So obviously, Colorado, we know. Minnesota and Dallas are a confirmed first round matchup. Minnesota's kind of slowed down lately, and Dallas heated up. Actually, they both slowed down, but Dallas has won 3 straight now, so they pulled ahead. Utah, I mean, I watched them play Calgary last night. They looked fucking horrible. I had them in the playoffs, but I don't think this team's legit at all.
The West is a joke, man.
I think Nashville's better than Utah.
Okay.
So
I think Nashville's better than Utah. Okay.
We're looking at the last spots here. It looked like LA was well out of the top 3 in the Pacific for a while. We were talking about San Jose catching them for the wild card. All of a sudden, LA's won 4 straight, and they are right there for the 3 seed, even the 2 seed, because it's a tie between Edmonton and Anaheim. Edmonton's just clinched the playoffs on a tiebreaker. So in the Pacific, even LA could technically still win the Pacific. That's insane.
Yeah, Vegas is on 91 points.
That's insane. So
it's like everyone's like you win it. No, you win it. No, you want it. Like it's like a tickle fight in the Pacific to fucking win the division. Yeah, LA can still technically. That's fucked. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, man.
LA can still technically.
LA's there. I think this finishes up with Edmonton winning the division, Vegas 2, Anaheim 3. And I think LA is going to get the second wild card, but I really hope it's Nashville.
I think Nashville's probably a better team to watch.
Way better. I fucking hate watching LA so much.
Yeah. Yeah. Funny, it's going to be like the Flyers sneaking in. You don't want them to sneak in because they're just going to be boring.
Yeah, for sure, man. For sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, I don't know, dude. What do you sorry?
How's Vegas doing right now? They're okay. I don't mind the Torts appointment at this point. It hasn't backfired on them.
It's worked well so far. Well. They've had mostly shitty opponents. Actually, they beat Colorado, but besides that, they played some like weaker teams. But yeah, no, it's still worked good so far.
How have the Oilers clinched and the Ducks haven't? That was my question.
It must just be a tiebreaker that's made them clinch.
It's gotta be, hey.
Like so I would assume that means Edmonton is a tiebreaker over LA, but Anaheim doesn't.
That's weird. Regulation overtime wins, maybe. But Ducks have more regulation wins than the Oilers, so that doesn't make any sense. Goal differential? It's got to be goal differential.
Yeah, I don't even actually know which one it is.
It's got to be goal. Oh my god, the Canucks minus 96.
It's insane. And this is random. The Chicago Blackhawks clinched 31st.
Hey, fair enough.
So they could end up with Gavin McKenna with Connor Bedard this year. They could easily get that first overall pick. I think the lowest they can finish is 4th.
Well, the lowest the Canucks can finish is 3rd. Is that it? Or is it 1 or 2 for the Canucks? I don't know.
You can only fall two. You can fall 2 spots. So third. Yeah, third.
Third. So where are the Leafs at? This is actually important.
Because their pick is protected, right?
They traded their first round pick this year.
I think it's top 10.
Protected?
I'm not
No.
sure.
I think it's top 6 on. That's why it's so important that they lose.
No, top 5.
Top 5. So if they come 6, Boston gets it.
Dude, imagine Boston getting 6 overall. Oh my god. How do you see the rest of this Western Conference playing out for the seeding? And then I guess kind of who are your favorites for the conference finals and the finals? Like, I think your preseason pick was Vegas, Montreal. You ride them with that, or you going to switch it up a bit?
Was it Vegas, Montreal, or Colorado, Montreal?
Vegas. For sure, Vegas.
I should have went Colorado. It's Colorado out of the West.
I think you had Vegas winning over Montreal, actually.
No, I had Montreal.
Let me double check, but
I'm cheering for Montreal this playoffs. I've decided. I love the Bell. Watching a game when the Bell Center broadcasts on TSN is all time.
How unreal would it be to go to a game there, man?
It'd be sick. I can't believe it. I think Montreal and Hurricanes.
Okay.
In the East.
Okay.
And then fucking the Avalanche over anyone in the Pacific. At this point, Owen, the Pacific is a joke.
No, that's fair.
Yeah, that's all. That's what I got for you.
Joe, you did
Cup favorite right now. What?
I don't know if you can see. You had Vegas beating Montreal in the final.
Fuck.
But that's okay, Joe. That was our way too early. I thought I had Colorado. I had Edmonton beating Pittsburgh in the finals preseason.
Dog, no.
So
something's wrong with Edmonton this year. I don't know what it is, but it's like
they'll be fine in the playoffs. I think
they're so average.
Though I'll give my. Did you give your West or just your East?
I gave my 4 teams, but my cup pick will be. I'll stick with Montreal.
I love that. Who are your 2 Western teams? Sorry, Joe, I didn't hear you.
I said Avalanche versus anyone in the fucking pick. Anyone.
Oh, sorry. Of course. Right. Okay.
And then Avalanche over them because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, I'll kind of copy you there. I got Colorado, Edmonton, and I got Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay.
Okay, fair enough.
Which I think Pittsburgh, Tampa
Bay.
I think Tampa. Well, yeah, dude. I think that's a rematch of 2015 conference finals when Pittsburgh won 15-16, I think. But yeah, that would be an unreal series, man. And then obviously I got the Pens as my cup champ. There's no way Sidney Crosby is not getting this done. I am fully bought in, full belief. I'm not going to get my heart broken either. We're going to win the cup.
Amen to that, buddy. Whatever you think's gonna happen, bud.
Well, and with that, sorry, no, go ahead.
I personally don't think I don't think the Pens stand a chance against a Tampa Bay or even a Carolina. I think Carolina's gonna be a tough series.
I am not that scared of Carolina. Obviously, we could lose. Like, they're a hell of a team. We could lose that series, but I'm not scared of Carolina. Tampa, I would be very worried about. I think Tampa, built for playoffs. I think Tampa is by far that top dog in the East right now.
Fair enough.
Well, with that, Joe, I just want to say thank you so much for your team's sacrifice to try to save football, allowing Man City to score 3 goals in 10 minutes.
Oh yeah,
that was very, very kind of you guys. And it was just thank you for your contribution to try and save football and prevent Arsenal from winning the league. Up the city.
I really hope Arsenal loses. Actually, that'd be really funny.
Dude, I'm not even joking. I saw many Chelsea fans celebrating after, being like, "Yeah, go get them. Fuck Arsenal."
Our team, so the thing is, Villa's gonna win Europa League, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to get an auto bid to the Champions League, and then it's usually top 4 teams. So Villa's there, so it'll be the top 5, but there's an extra slot awarded now to the best performing teams in the Champions League. Assuming a team from England doesn't win the Champions League, which I don't think is that possible? I don't think so.
Arsenal is up in their matchup on aggregate,
and is City still in?
On aggregate,
and is City still in?
Sporting, yeah. And then Liverpool is down 2-0 on aggregate to PSG.
City lost to Madrid, right?
Yes, yeah, City lost to Madrid. Yeah.
So if one of those teams wins, they get an auto bid. So basically, what I'm saying is Chelsea can sit in 6th and be fine and make the Champions League next year. So pretty punched out right now.
You're not worried about Brentford being 1 point back and Everton?
No.
Okay. Okay. I think Joe. I think Everton ends up in the 6th spot
and makes the Champions League.
Yes, sir. I think we're going to see
EPL standings.
We're going to see Jackie Grealish in the Champions League.
You underestimate how shitty Liverpool's been this year.
They have been.
You underestimate that. Yeah, it's not comfortable for sure. I'll tell you that. But
how incredible is the City Arsenal game on Sunday going to be?
It's going to be sick. I'm definitely going to try and watch it.
Oh, me too. It's at 8:30. That's a nice time for you. 10:30, dude.
10:30 right in the morning, yeah. And Tottenham's going to get relegated. It's going to be great.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Nico O'Reilly got hurt last night against Chelsea. He's been like one of our best. He's been fucking incredible for us this year.
Mm-hmm.
He's so good. I can't wait to see him playing for England.
We got United. We can beat Brighton. We can beat Forest. We'll beat Liverpool. Probably loss. Tottenham probably. We could send them down,
dude. Can you imagine if Tottenham gets relegated and Arsenal bottles for the 4th year in a row? This is one of the best Premier League seasons in history.
Yeah, literally.
Isn't it Brentford in 7th? Like, it's incredible.
Yeah.
How crazy that Brazil's striker plays for Brentford. Are you telling someone that 20 years ago?
He's goated.
Yeah, man. But okay, well, I think that'll wrap this one up. Unless you got anything else you want to touch on.
No, I got nothing. Owen, let's go.
Oh, Raptors in the playoffs. Shout out Raptors. 5 seed.
Yeah, they clinched.
Taking on the Cavs. They're gonna sweep them.
Sure.
And Rory McIlroy wins the Masters. Unbelievable, Rory. Wow, pretty cool.
I was watching that during the interview.
The interview
we had the other day.
Yeah.
So, Sunday with the Balfour boys. Check out the socials for that too. By the way.
Yeah, man, for sure.
But yeah, thank you, Owen.
Awesome.
Thank you all. Yeah, thank you guys too.
Yeah, thank you all so much for listening. Download the pod, rate the pod, follow all the socials. Be sure to keep engaging. Just the more support and engagement we get, the better our content becomes. So thank you all, and stay tuned for the interview on Thursday and all our future episodes coming out. Thank you.